Hello. I have a layout to share with you guys today. I'm going to be using the brand new Catherine Pooler Free Spirit 12 by 12 pattern paper. I did an unboxing of this and a couple stamps and dies. I'll leave it listed down below if you did not catch that. I'm going to be starting out with this paper here. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw this one. So I have cut it up into strips. There are 2 of each paper in this pack. So I've cut it up into strips, and I'm going to take the Butterfly Buddies die, which is this one here, and just die cut them out of these strips of paper in all of the colors. And then I'm going to go from there. Not exactly sure what I want to do yet, but I know that I wanted to cut out the butterflies and use this paper, and then we will go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and get started doing that, and I'll fast forward the process of me die cutting, and then I will be back. So I just cut the paper into strips, and I'm going to run the butterfly die through the sewing machine on these strips. This is the Butterfly Buddies dies. It's super pretty and like really delicate. I really love the way that these turn out. So I'm just going to run the die through a whole bunch of times and cut out all of the different colors in the stripes with the butterfly die in both sizes. And then I'm going to use these butterflies to create like butterflies just like flying up the left side of the layout. And then I'm going to have them like matching the strips that I add to the side of the white cardstock. So I will add 2 long strips. They're like 1 by 12 inch strips on the side of the right and the left of the layout. And then I will put the butterflies in the same order of those stripes. And you'll see that here in just a little bit, but I'm just going to continue running these through my die cutting machine. They cut beautifully. All of the little pieces fall out nice. Didn't have to fight with them. So it was really easy to die cut these. And then I will get them adhered down to my white cardstock. I will make sure that I leave everything linked down below for you guys, so you guys can head on over to the Catherine Pooler shop and check out these products. So once I get all of these run through, it will fast forward and it will show you all of them laid out on my layout, and then I'm going to start to get them adhered to the page. Okay, so I have die cut the butterflies with the strips of the pattern paper, and here are all of the pretty butterflies. And what I think I'm going to do is adhere them to this side of this white cardstock, and then I am going to trim the cardstock down, probably trim maybe 1.5 inches off of one side, and then add a strip of the pattern paper to either just one side or both sides. I'm not sure exactly which way I want to go with it, if I just want to do just a little bit on this side or on both sides. We'll see. And then I did pull this pattern paper out from the 12 by 12 Free Spirit pack, and I am going to fussy cut some of these florals and leaves, and then I might trim out, cut out some of these florals in here as well. So I'm going to get started fussy cutting that, and then try to figure out what I want to do here, if I want to do a strip on each side or just do a strip on one side. And then my photo will go somewhere in here with some florals and embellishments. I did pull in the sequins as well, so I'll probably add some of these in this flight of butterflies. I am going to layer up some of these as well, so I'm just going to put some adhesive and glue them together so that the wings will pop up and just make them a little dimensional. I might even run them through the sewing machine. I'm not sure yet, but that is where we are with this, and I'm going to go ahead and fast forward and let you watch the process, and then I will be back with the finished layout. Okay, so I have all of them. I don't have all of them adhered yet, but I will go through and adhere them, and like it'll be fast forwarded. But I did layer them up. Some of them are just layered up with 2 butterflies. Some of them have 3 butterflies. I really just wanted to add some dimension to them with their wings. And all of them are stuck down just by the center of each butterfly. That way, even the single layered butterflies, I can lift up their wings and they're dimensional on the page. And I really, really love the way that that looks. And you'll be able to see it in the still shot a lot better, all the little dimension. You can see a little bit there as I'm moving that around, that some of those wings are popped up. Gonna trim, I believe, an inch off of the side of the white cardstock, and I'm just using some textured white cardstock. And then I have another piece of this paper here with all the strips. I'm gonna cut 2 strips off of this paper and then adhere it to the left and the right side of the white cardstock. I have my photo here of my daughter, and I thought it was the perfect photo to go with this collection. Super, super pretty, and the colors, I think, matched perfectly. Adding in another butterfly just to kind of fill in that little gap right there. And then I will add some butterflies around the photo as well. I am going to distress the left and right side using my scissors just to add some texture to the layout. And I just love that distressed look on the edge. And then I'll trim the strips from this stripe paper. I love a bold stripe. I love stripes papers like this. They're just so much fun. All the color. And the colors in this kit are just so, so pretty. If you have not yet grabbed this paper collection, make sure you head on over to the Catherine Pooler site if you love it. Because once these papers are gone, they are gone. They do not restock them. So the last paper set that they did come out with, it's sold out and it's gone. You can no longer get it. So if you are interested in it, head on over there and pick it up. This paper is such good quality. It is a nice thick cardstock. It's single-sided. You get 2 of each sheets. You will not be disappointed in the quality of this papers. I was very, very impressed. So I am going to just adhere the strips to the left and right. I'm just using my mat here just to get everything lined up. And I could have just added the strips on top of the white cardstock, but I just like the way that it looks from behind. And I didn't want to use the whole 12 by 12 paper because I want to save some of this stripe paper. So I just cut strips and then I'm going to adhere it underneath the white cardstock. So just using some tape to stick it down to my mat and then just using some tape, my tape runner to adhere it together. Now, I did want to add some florals, and I was thinking about using that floral paper and fussy cutting it, but then I remember that I had this new stamp set from Catherine Pooler, so I'm going to pull this out and stamp it out in colors that match the collection. In the bottom of the paper collection, like on the packaging, it will show you all of the ink colors from Catherine Pooler that match the paper, the colors in the papers. So I pulled those inks out, and I'm going to stamp them out on some white cardstock here. This is cardstock from Catherine Pooler. It's a white smooth cardstock, and it's really, really nice for stamping on. Then I'm going to run all of these images through the die cut machine with the coordinating dies so that I have some really, really pretty florals that I can add to my layout. So I'm just going to go through all the colors that I have pulled out and then clean my stamps between each color and then stamp them out again. So I'm just going to quickly show you some of these images stamped out, and I will leave this floral set linked down below as well. So if you're interested in this one, it's a really, really pretty floral. Has some leaves, and there's also, I think, let's see, what are they called? I can't even think. I like the clovers, like the 4-leaf clovers. Ugh, couldn't get my word out. There's a couple of them in this set as well. So it's a really, really fun set. I just love the florals, and they're really, really fun to layer up and create embellishment clusters. So I will leave it linked down below. I can't remember the name of the stamp set. Do I have it here? No, I don't. But I'll make sure that I have it all linked down below for you guys so you guys can check it out if you're interested. Just look how beautiful these stamp out too. If you're not used to Catherine Pooler inks, they are very, very juicy, and they just stamp beautifully. And at first it might look a little blotchy, but they just blend and dry perfectly. I absolutely love them. So I highly recommend them if you're interested in inks and trying them out. Make sure you guys check them out because I think that you will love them just as much as I do. I'm going to take this plaid paper and just gut the inside of it just so I can save the frame of it for another layout. And then I'm going to use the inside of this piece just to map my photo on, just to have some color around my photo. And then I'm going to trim that up and then get that stuck down to my layout. Just using my tape runner, going to get that stuck down, and then add some of these florals. I'm going to create a cluster in the top left corner of the photo and then in the bottom right. Also going to pull in a border, like a decorative border from Catherine Pooler, and if I can find it, I will leave it linked down below, but it's an older one, so I'm not sure if it's still in the shop, just to add something right under the photo, and you'll see it in the still shots. And then I do stamp out one of the sentiments from the Beautiful Butterfly stamp set, and it says, "Every day is beautiful with you," but I just stamped out the "Every day is beautiful" and added that to the layout, so you'll see that in the still shots here in just a minute. Gonna add these little florals, these leaves. I did bend up the leaves to give them dimension, and I did bend up the floral petals as well, so the florals had a little bit of life and they weren't like flat to the layout. So I'll get these adhered down, and some of them I do pop up with foam adhesive. And then I will go in and tuck a little floral, or not a floral, but a butterfly in to that floral cluster as well. And you should be able to see those in the still shots, but it's a light colored butterfly, and I just wanted to add another one there to the right of the layout. And then I go in just to finish it off with some of the sequins, and then that will finish up the layout. I absolutely love the way that it turned out. I think this photo was a perfect match with this collection. The colors in this are just gorgeous, and it was just something different and fun. This butterfly die set is a must-have because you can do so much with it. I love the way that they turned out there on the left side, flying up the layout, and then adding these die cut florals. I think it's just so pretty. So I will have still shots for you guys at the end to check out. Make sure you head on over to the Catherine Pooler Design site. Check out all of the beautiful products that came out in this release. It's so pretty. I absolutely love it, and I think you guys will love it too. If you're interested in the inks, I highly recommend the mini set. It's right there. You can see it on my desk. So worth the price. So worth it. I think you guys will absolutely love them. I will make sure to leave everything linked down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys get some time to do something creative. I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.